Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome into the show that's on in the afternoon. We've got a cool show today.
Very cool show. That was flat and off key. Oh, man.
Well, you're not getting hired by the First Coast Opera, that's for sure. Yep. Better luck next year.
Shattered.
Yeah, man. You got to practice more for that.
Gosh.
I think we have Curtis Tucker in every year now on the 14th. I think it's our standing appointment for the 14th.
It's pretty awesome, actually. He walks into the studio and we're like, oh, you were here a year ago. That's awesome.
He is the general and artistic director for the First Coast Opera. And, Davey didn't know that this was going to be an audition.
I just blew it. Yeah.
And he just totally blew it.
But there's a chance for you out there if you have a dream.
There might be if you're better than Davey.
Yes.
No, man, looking forward to talking to him and talking La Boheme.
Yeah, very cool.
La Boheme.
It's a very famous play.
Yeah, man. So that's going to be great to be able to see here in St. Augustine. We'll get you caught up on that. We'll get you caught up on events going on in and around town and some funny stuff, some horoscopes, all that good stuff.
Yeah.
It's going to be good. All right. We will start the show out by telling you, of course, about our friends at Bozard Ford Lincoln. 74 years, pretty much 75 at this point, here in St. Augustine in Northeast Florida. Bozard Lincoln is here for you and your family. You can experience their extensive selection of new and pre-owned vehicles, quick and quality servicing in their parts and accessories shop. That's pretty amazing itself. Speaking of amazing, grab a signature burger while you're there. All their burgers are very good.
Yeah, they're good.
The 904 Now burger?
Exceptional.
Way over the top.
Yeah.
Great. They offer services from home delivery to company fleet servicing at Bozard Ford Lincoln. Your family is their family, and they're driven to inspire. Also, our friends at the Bailey Group, because no matter where you want to go, they're going to help you get there. Together, their first priority is helping you take care of yourself and, of course, your family. It's always the biggest concern. They want to learn more about your personal situation, your dreams, your goals, and understand things like your risk tolerance.
Oh.
Yeah, that helps them build the perfect plan for you. Long-term relationships that encourage open and honest communication have been the cornerstone of their foundation of success. Give them a call, 904-461-1800. And then, of course, our friends at Amara Med Spa. If you are craving the perfect blend of relaxation and rejuvenation, Amara Med Spa is your answer. From luxurious spa treatments to advanced medical aesthetics, Amara's experts will personalize a plan just for you. Enhance your natural beauty with things like Botox, dermal fillers, or laser treatments. The laser treatments are amazing.
Absolutely.
Top of the best equipment on the planet at Amara.
Painless.
Yeah.
I can put that stamp on it.
Experience top-notch care in their state-of-the-art facility. Feel refreshed and revitalized at Amara Med Spa. 2100 A1A South, Suite 2. Check them out at theamaramedspa.com. And got to give another shout out to owner Greg Smith out there.
Oh my goodness. What a story. Absolutely.
Yeah, can you tell that? Because do you mind telling this again on the show? Because you were involved in this. Awesome from both of you guys.
Absolutely.
Really cool.
I mean, Kurt's here. We can tell him too. So the St. Augustine Youth Services, the orphans in town, they make a wish list, like a Christmas holiday list every year. There's about 40 of them on the list. And so our buddies over at Blue Water Jeweler put on this Christmas tree. It's like an angel tree. And so you go and you pick which kid you want to adopt, and it's about $200 a kid. Long story short, they get all the way through the season, and there's 14 kids that haven't been adopted yet for Christmas. And so I shot a text message over to the great Greg Smith over at Amara Med Spa, thinking by the grace of God, maybe he'll pick 2 or 3 kids. Long story short, he texted me back immediately and said, I'll adopt all 14.
Oh, man.
Everybody's going to have a great holiday this year. Awesome. So that's over at SAY. So that's the way to be a leader. And I just love this community so much because people rally around the greatest need, and that's just amazing. So yeah, compassion is all the way at Amara Med Spa for sure.
Yeah, man. Very cool. All right. We've got Curtis Tucker in studio with us, man. He is helping us end off our year here in style.
Very nice.
And we're going to be talking about La Boheme, First Coast Opera. So, Kurt, how you doing, man? Good to see you.
I'm doing great. I'm thrilled to be here. Good to see you guys.
Good to have you back, man.
1 year later.
Yeah, exactly 1 year. We just realized that on the calendar. Yeah, that's pretty cool. We didn't try to do that.
No, we didn't.
But now we're going to have to do it every year, I guess.
Absolutely.
It's our yearly tradition. So talk about the upcoming performance you guys are doing.
Sure. Actually, La Boheme, opera by Puccini. In opera, we sometimes talk about the ABCs, the kind of basics. Well, the B of ABC is La Boheme.
Oh, yeah.
It's just because it's probably the most frequently performed opera around the world every year.
Okay.
Because
very popular.
It's just that good. It's really popular. Of course, the music by Puccini is fabulous, but the story is it's about all of us. It's about all of our lives. It's basically a love story with a couple of couples. One couple is innocent and young and naive, perhaps, and loving, and the other, and experience some loss and some emotion. The other couple are loud and brash and constantly arguing, but just can't be without each other.
Oh, that's my people.
All of us fall in there somewhere.
Yeah,
right?
definitely.
Yeah.
Written by an Italian? Absolutely.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, exactly. So it's just a great opera. It's got it's great. People that love opera like to see it over and over. It's also a super first opera because it's very accessible.
So do you find that a challenge, since it's done frequently, to put your spin on something like this?
Well, there is that. It can be. I mean, people love to see it kind of traditionally, and I will say it was written, in the late 19th century, and we are not setting it in the late 19th century. This production is being set in 1962.
Oh, cool.
It's still in Paris, so it's written by an Italian, takes place in Paris about some Americans that are in Paris.
Wow, so you get a
very international.
Yeah, a lot going on there.
And so it's this story, I think, in particular, is about young bohemian artists, basically. And, they've always been around, right? And, idealistic, poor, and just those relationships. And so I think this one, more than a lot of them, really translates time periods. And for people that say, wait a minute, I like the old traditional Boheme, it's still going to feel and sound and look a lot like that. But instead of the poet Rodolfo using a quill pen and writing, he's on a typewriter. I mean,
little nuances.
It's props and costumes, but it's really the same story, and it'll hit just as well.
Wow. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Now, I'm hearing written by an Italian, takes place in Paris. If I go, am I going to be able to understand this? What language are we talking about?
Of course, that's a great question. So it's written in Italian. We will sing it in Italian, but we project super titles. So, it's like a foreign language film. So the titles will be right above the stage. It'll be a, paraphrase of what they're singing. It'll be easy to follow. The other thing I will say is one of the great things about this opera in general, but this one in particular, is the music tells you what's going on. The music tells you how to feel, too. And I mean, that's really the thing with opera. It's all about the feels. And the music's like a great film score, right? You're watching and the music swells and your heart, goes. That's what opera does, too. So the music tells you what to do, but there's super titles there, so you can absolutely follow what's being said.
I love that.
Yeah.
The emotion of the music that you're talking about, that has to be something that has drawn you into opera your whole life, right?
Well, absolutely. So I grew up in a musical family. I've been around forever. I started singing when I was young. Somehow I found my way to opera. And so on the one hand, I'm the conductor for the production. So on the one hand, music, is classical music, and music is the thing. But the reason I really love opera is the storytelling and the emotion. And again, it's that music that heightens the emotional impact of it. And, if people come to my performance, I want them to be entertained for sure. But the main thing is I want them to feel something. In some operas, they're funny, you laugh out loud, and you just have a good time. Some operas, opera lovers really like their tragedies. I don't know what that says about them. They like to see their characters die.
The drama, yeah.
But it happens, and that happens in life, of course. And so there are high moments that are fun and silly, and then there are serious, tender moments that are just heart-wrenching in this piece.
So what do you have to say to the skeptic, of someone that is not necessarily, they don't ever go to the opera, but maybe they're a little bit curious about it? What would you say to get them to this performance?
Well, I think, again, this one is so tried and true and established. Like I say, it's one of the most popular, and there's a reason for that. Everything about it, the characters, the storytelling, the nature of it. There's Act 2 takes place at Café Momus in Paris. It's Christmas Eve.
Cool.
There might be snow.
Okay.
Hey, I like
all
it. And there's a lot of activity. So there's that. But then there's all these other intimate moments that are, I probably shouldn't say it's like Friends, the television show, but there's some element of that. There's 4 guys sharing an apartment, and then there's the 2 women that come in, they have this relationship. So there's elements of that. I just think this opera is so relatable to everybody. It's relatable in this time period, and then the music is just is awesome. It's just hard for me to describe, and the voices and all that. So it's an event. It's just a really great one to try if you haven't.
This is exciting.
Are we going to see any locals in this performance? Or
Yeah.
are you bringing in just all the bigwigs from New York and all that good stuff?
Well, it's a combination of both.
Okay, cool.
We definitely have people coming in from around the country. Some of the principal artists, one's from Nebraska. I've got somebody from Vermont, New York, Massachusetts. They're
Wow.
from Mississippi. They're from all over. But we have a lot of local people involved with it as well. There's a cast of about 30 in this, and there's a big chorus, and those choristers are from St. Augustine and Jacksonville and, all around the area here. And it takes a lot of people to put on an opera. You see a lot on stage. There's just as many off stage. There's hair people and costume people and set people and stage managers and all that. And a couple of those are from out of town, set designers from Washington, D.C. But our lighting designer is on the faculty, Flagler College, right here in St. Augustine.
Nice.
And so it's a combination of both locals and out of town. And we all come together for 3 weeks and do this production. It's a special time. And then, the lights come on like cockroaches. Everybody scatters and and that's it. It's done and over. It'll never happen again.
How big is the company? How many people are you working with?
Well, in the cast, there's about 30, and then we'll have 21 in the orchestra as well.
Wow.
Didn't even mention the orchestra.
Hey, yeah.
And they're mostly coming out of Jacksonville that play with us.
Fantastic.
And, probably another 20 or so. I mean, there's probably 70 people involved in putting this production on.
Yeah.
Plus, some volunteers that are helping front of house, helping locate props. Obviously our board's involved. And so a lot of people. Takes a lot
So I
of
can
people
imagine
going
there's
out
a lot of pieces, and right now you're kind of pulling those pieces together for the grand image. How is that all? Is it cohesively meshing really well? Because I'm sure you've been rehearsing separately from the orchestra. Are you going to do some dress rehearsals? What's that process look like?
Yeah, absolutely. So for us, this whole thing is really a 3-week process. Now, it really started last summer when I started casting the opera.
Okay.
And so, the people that are singing the roles, they know they're doing it. If they haven't done it before, they've got to learn it and prepare it. Because when they are, with that short a rehearsal period, they need to know their stuff when they arrive.
So you're saying there's a chance for me?
There's always a chance. Always a chance.
I'm back in.
And so, then in 3 weeks, we just put it together. We do like six days a week, couple of 3-hour sessions a day, and just put the whole thing, do all the staging, put it all together. Meanwhile, there's technical folks that are planning the scenic and the costume elements. It's just a lot of people, and it focuses in and comes together. You mentioned a stage manager earlier. That stage director and the stage manager, boy, those are really important people
Lifesavers,
to organize it and really make it all happen. And then we move into the theater, and those last few days, that's the really crunch time when everything, the lighting, and the orchestra, everything really comes together.
Right. Yeah. Because they follow right after the Nutcracker. So they got to move in all their set pieces and everything and pull in their environment together. So that's going to be a moment. Cool.
What is the date? What are the dates on these performances?
We're doing 2 performances. So this is the 3rd year in a row we're doing New Year's Eve. Doing New Year's production.
Nice.
Okay. So New Year's Eve is a Sunday this year. We have Sunday evening New Year's Eve performance on December 31st, but we open the day before with a matinee. So matinee on Saturday, December 30. So 2 performances, December 30 at 2 o'clock, December 31 at 7:30. It runs about 2.5 hours, so you still got a little time after it to go ring in the new year somewhere, or go home and hit the sack.
But I heard they get a little something on the 31st, right?
New Year's. I mean, it's New Year's Eve. You gotta do something.
There's got to be something special.
A complimentary glass of champagne at intermission to celebrate that.
Very cool. That is special.
Can people get tickets in advance, or do they buy them at the door?
Yeah, no, they absolutely can get them in advance, and I would encourage that. There'll probably be seats at the door as well. But you can go to our website, firstcoastopera.com, click on the ticketing link. It'll show you what seats have sold, what's available. You can pick your seat. It's all pretty easy.
Very nice.
Awesome. You guys got anything else going on this season at First Coast Opera?
We do. Valentine's. We're doing all these things on holidays this year. I don't know. I don't even think we planned it that way. But after New Year's Eve, Valentine's Day's down the road, and that's our big gala fundraiser. And this year's completely reimagined from what we've done before. It's a Roaring 20s gala. So it's kind of a dress up in the 20s. There's going to be a jazz band playing. It's going to be at the Leitner Museum in the swimming pool. And, there'll be some auctions. There'll be some food and drink. And we've got several sponsors sponsors that have joined us for that. So it should be a really great event. If you can always go out to dinner on Valentine's Day, but we'll cover dinner, entertainment, and the whole deal.
How special.
That's unique.
And raise a little money for the local arts organization. So
I love that.
That's really awesome.
Very cool.
And then after that, in March, we have a production of The Pirates of Penzance, Gilbert and Sullivan.
Oh, wow.
It's a second big production this year. That's new for us. The first time we've done two big ones at Lewis Auditorium. So
that sounds like a familiar one that I should know, but I don't. The Pirates of Penzance.
Absolutely. The Pirates of Penzance operetta, but the British team, Gilbert and Sullivan, writing in the 19th century. It was on Broadway. There was a movie with Linda Ronstadt and Kevin Kline that you may have seen somewhere along the way.
Yes.
It's, you sang earlier, so it's the one with I am the very model of a modern major general of information, vegetable, animal, and mineral.
Can't do it. So good, though. But yes, I do remember that, though, when theater training. Yes, that is the one that you have to learn so you can get the repetition down.
Yeah.
Very cool. I'm excited for that performance.
Yeah, a lot of cool stuff going on. Very exciting.
Absolutely.
Love it. Curtis Tucker, thank you so much for coming in, man.
Always my pleasure.
Appreciate your time, and always fun to talk to you. We'll see you next year, I guess.
Awesome. December 14th. It's on the calendar.
Great.
There you go. Hey, man, that's cool. That's some fun, interesting, and just something different to do over your holiday season.
I think it's really cool. I think it's cool to see all the moving pieces come together and to create this great spectacle. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, a lot of people put a lot of hard work into this.
Yeah.
Same with our friends at Old Town Trolley. They put a lot of hard work into making sure you have a great experience, not only during the day touring St. Augustine, but where they probably see the most locals is during Nights of Lights.
Right.
And speaking to the locals here, it's probably the best way you can experience Nights of Lights.
Yes.
You don't have to drive. You can hop off, go grab some dinner, hop on a different trolley a little bit later. Everybody's just always having a great time. When I see these trolleys go by, it's people dancing as much as they can in their
100%.
seats.
Yeah. Yep.
It's people singing. They're always just laughing and just having a great time. The whole family will absolutely love a ride out there with Old Town Trolleys, especially for Nights of Lights.
And tonight's a big night for them. We're doing Nights of Lights judging downtown. So
that's right.
Yeah, they've got some. This will be at the Chris Bart Eller Museum, and there'll be some performers from Disney coming in, and then we head on a trolley, and we're going to vote for some stuff. So yeah, we'll see what happens.
That should be fun.
Yeah, Troy will be there, but I'm not allowed to sit next to him. He said.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
It's like, no, well, because I'm judging, so he does, and he's on the running. Obviously, his hotel.
Oh, so it's a conflict of interest.
Right. Yes. What he said, at least. And All-American Air for 45 years. All-American Air has been serving St. Augustine and its surrounding counties, including St. John's, Flagler, Duval, and Putnam. Their areas of expertise include warranty and non-warranty service work on all makes and models of AC units. They have preventative maintenance service agreements and new construction installations. They also have equipment replacement with high-efficiency system. From the most efficient Lennox home systems to the iComfort ultra-smart thermostat, All-American Air has the latest and greatest in all of your HVAC products. Give them a buzz today. Get on one of those maintenance plans, 904-461-0070.
And of course, our friends at Bin 39 Wine Bar.
Oh, yeah.
Had a great tasting yesterday with the ladies from Bin 39.
Yeah.
It was a lot of fun.
I had a great time.
Great stuff, man. I had a great time. I love the wine tasting Wednesdays.
Yeah.
And you're going to love getting down and tasting some wine of your own down there at Bin 39. If you want to call ahead and maybe see if they have some wines that you're curious about, you can always do that, 904-827-5740. Otherwise, they got that great patio. You can just pop in any time of the day.
Yep.
Bring some friends, have a few glasses of wine out on the patio, get away from the craziness that's downtown St. Augustine. They are right there on the Orange Street side of St. George Street, and you're going to love finding your new wine at Bin 39.
Get something extraordinary. Tell them we sent you. You get 20% off of a whole bottle. So that's very, very, very special.
That's a big deal.
So easy for locals. You just pull up. The girls will run it out to the car. Have your ID. But yeah, it'll make it very easy for you.
Yeah, definitely have your ID.
Definitely.
Yeah. We've got some very young-looking members of our audience. Thanks to Amara Med Spa.
Thank you very little.
Yeah. And of our studio staff here, Davey. Jeez, man. All right, it is horoscope time. It's Thursday, so we got Libra and Aquarius on deck. Let's get this rolling, Clay.
Sorry, guys.
We will start with Libra. Brace yourself, Libra, for a week of indecision and imbalance. The universe will throw curveballs at every turn, leaving you completely out of sync. Your attempts at finding harmony will only lead to more chaos. And you'll question whether your balance even exists, whether it's even possible. Spoiler alert, it's not. Ouch.
Yeah, good luck on that.
Yeah. Here we go, Aquarius. Oh, Aquarius, your desire for change is about to hit a brick wall.
Oh, wow.
The universe is determined to show you that your innovative ideas are not as revolutionary as you think they are.
Drink more water.
Your attempts at progress will be met with nothing but resistance, and your dreams of a better world will remain just that, dreams.
Well.
But hey, at least you can keep pretending you're ahead of your time.
Oh, wow.
Oh, geez.
Very
ouch.
messy. So sorry, Aquarius.
That's rough.
Yeah. Do the rosary, maybe.
There you go. Davey, bring us out of that.
Hey, we heard from the Tringali Barn last night. They're doing something special on Saturday, December 23rd for a pop-up service for the Church of 1122.
Okay.
There will be 2 service times at 3:22 p.m. and 5:22 p.m. They will have a live worship music and watch Joby preach on a video and TV streaming in the barn. They have plenty of chairs, so just head on over. Bring folks if you can. Let's celebrate the reason for the season together. If it's cold, make sure you bring a warm jacket, but hope to see you there.
Okay, cool.
Very special.
I like that.
Hey, we've got Pie in the Sky has Pies and Poinsettias. That's coming up December 11th through the 18th, so it's going on right now. Again, this is by Pie in the Sky St. John's. It's time to order your pie and poinsettia for the holiday. Support as senior citizens and get a great pie and a beautiful poinsettia generously donated by our friends at Southern Horticulture. Pick up your pie and poinsettia at the warehouse that's on Riberia on December 21st from 9 to 5 p.m. Pie for a cause. Order now. Quantities are limited. I'll put the link in comments. But yeah, very, very super special moment for Pie in the Sky.
Yeah, a great organization,
Yes.
man. Love Pie in the Sky.
Oh man, this event is back. It's your favorite Ancient Dunes Hike.
Huh?
Yes, Friday, December 29th. Save the date, 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. There is a hike through the ancient dunes in Anastasia State Park. Enjoy a 1-mile guided hike through the shaded ancient dunes trail located within the park's beautiful maritime hammock. Please wear appropriate shoes and bring water. Meet at the Hilltop Picnic area. Check them out at the Anastasia State Park for more information, or you can give them a call. 904-461-2033. It's $8 per vehicle. Limit 2 to 8 people to vehicle. And then they've got a barrage of other charges if you have more than 8 people. So just letting you know. Yeah, check them out at Anastasia State Park. You can go and see the dunes.
You think they would consider slides appropriate footwear?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Well, if you had slides, but you put the bag, like the shushy bags, you get a Publix right over it.
Yeah, sure.
That would be quality. Yeah,
there's the
definitely.
thought.
Yeah, chic. It's Balenciaga.
Speaking of chic, Panache.
Hey.
There we go. Since 1987, Panache opened its doors to be a cut above the rest, and they do that each and every day. Their mission at Panache is to take care of their team, their guests, and their community from scalp to soul and bring joy to the world, one service at a time. The difference at Panache is their carefully chosen and highly trained staff that is there to exceed your expectations. Same goes for their elegant salon space. They are dedicated to guest comfort and devoted to innovation and artistry. They're focused on making your day and continually raising the bar. And they're a great Christmas gift, by the way.
100%, yes.
If you need a Christmas gift for somebody special, a day of pampering.
Definitely.
There's nothing better. I don't care who you are.
Just get a gift certificate. It's amazing.
That's right. Get a gift certificate. Let your significant other or good friend or your mom or your aunt or whoever, grandma, neighbor, people that you like.
First Coast Opera directors.
Right. Yeah.
They'd like
Get them
it too.
something from Panache.
Yes.
Go to getpanache.com and see some options, or just walk in and get a gift certificate today.
And the United Way of St. Johns County is a champion for our community. Together, they create opportunities, foster education, and improve the lives of those in need. From empowering children to succeed in school to providing vital resources for families in crisis, the United Way of St. Johns County is at the forefront of change by investing in education, health, and financial stability. They're building a stronger, more resilient community for all. Check them out today. Volunteer your time. unitedway-sjc.org.
All right, man. How we wrapping it up today?
Oh, man, we got crappy Christmas decorations.
Okay, that accent does not make me feel comfortable.
Here we go. Well, good. It's a funny one.
Yep.
All right, so this first one, we have, look, he's stealing the Christmas lights. Actually, I think that's pretty kind of clever.
That's a way to not have to decorate your house for Christmas.
Right, yeah.
I'm stealing this idea.
Right. That's actually not too bad. Next up, okay, we have a nativity scene made by Coke cans.
Oh, wow.
We have Angel, Maria, Jesus, and Jose.
Oh, Okay. All right then.
How about this next one? Look, the neighbors just put ditto.
Yes.
Like the one,
Somebody
that's
made
you.
that into a commercial. Somebody made that into a. I just saw a commercial for that this year.
Next up, the cops showed up on this one.
Yeah. Yep. They will.
He's a mannequin looking like he's the guy.
This next one is me.
Oh,
Completely.
this next one is the tree. Yeah. It's the air freshener
Yes.
as the tree.
Yep.
Very
Yep.
nice.
That's what I've got in my house.
Strong suggestion. This one, I just didn't want to take it out of the box, so just put the garland on the box.
Right.
Good enough.
Yeah.
Very
Easy.
nice. Next one, why unwrap it? Just leave it like that. You know, just
sure.
easy in,
Yeah.
easy out.
You know, the pine needles all over the place.
Right. Why not? Next one, I just didn't feel like untangling.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. that's
Christmas
just-
ball above the garage.
When you light it up, it looks like a disco ball. That's
Okay.
all. Yeah. Next up, extra dry.
that's the tree.
That's it's a modern art
All
sculpture
right.
there. Yes,
Yep. With a keg on the bottom.
Yes.
Yeah, sure. That
Yes.
makes sense.
Very
Good
Coons.
interpretation of
Yes.
a Christmas tree, I guess, is what
Yes,
that is.
Michelangelo's people. Yes.
All right. Good stuff. Great show. Thank you, guys. We will talk to you tomorrow morning.
Bye, everybody.